Dear USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans. Now, this testimony, I hope we are all in the same page. And this civil justice sign off is for robocall poverty mandate, deadliest crime ever that can be created, but still the at fault found guilty USA nation, shameful nation, creates that robocall mandate, poverty mandate, disability code of abuse law exclusively only for tax revenue, and that crime needs to be stopped immediately, right? So that is why the civil justice has been signed off. Okay, and I am the life proof, my dear fellow mankind, right? So you all are aware of why and how, and I'm absolutely frustrated, right? Because nobody likes injustice, right? So this particular civil justice sign off is for who? You all got it. Yes, you all, it's all what you're thinking of. And this civil justice sign off is for Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell, right? Out of all the cunning nations, which is the cunning nation in the entire earth? France. Like that, in entire Republican government, who is the absolute cunning leprosy, the deadliest leprosy infected foolish patient? Only Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell. Okay, so I don't even know whether God will even forgive that foolish leprosy patient Mitch McConnell, right? But then I would say to Mitch McConnell is, please Mitch McConnell, for heaven's sake, go fall down in knees and pray to God and ask forgive from the God. Because in true Christianity, nobody can help nobody. It's always one-on-one with the God, right? I cannot forgive Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell. I can bail him out. So what is the bailing process? Mitch McConnell, the GOP leader, the Republican GOP leader, has to resign immediately, abruptly, just like that, in less than 1 second. That's all. That's all is a bailout for him. And he can live free forever. See, civil justice always provides excellent civil discipline process. The abusive patients must think why, even when they are deadliest, wild, endangered, human endangered species, they are allowed to live free. Means that's all is the punishment for them, right? They do not fit to get into the jail because jail is the holiest place, right? So I have to provide the civil justice accordingly. Got it? So, so what is the, I will read the civil justice sign off, right? So, Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell is a lawmaker. For how long he's been in the lawmaking services in USA? Leave out President Trump. Can you see how President Trump his innocence is displayed in all levels? Right? He is the one who must be laughing out loudest when I'm signing off civil justice, because everybody worldwide knows that I am providing an excellent civil justice, unbiased way. That is, I'm closing my eyes and signing off civil justice, right? So can you all see in the innocent scale, President Trump is innocent highest, and second innocent is Republic GOP leader Mitch McConnell, and the least innocent is only the Supreme Judge Kavanaugh. Can you all see how the innocent is identified and then level also provided accordingly, right? So Mitch McConnell and President Joe Biden have been in the lawmaking services forever, their entire life. Why on the earth they never even bothered to fix this robocall poverty mandate, deadliest satanic organization? It is deadliest crime to enforce poverty for fellow mankind. What did I do to this Republican government? Nothing, but I was only educating wisdom. You all know, see, the Mitch McConnell cannot even hide from me, because there is a real proof when immediately the very moment with the election scandal, election 2016 scandal, the very first 100 days of office, this President Trump was searching for me only. He could not find me. And then he came up with the American Health Insurance Act. stealing my design. He never able to provide any solution because it's copied. See, that is why the blueprint design is always, nobody can steal it. They can try to steal the formula, blah, blah, blah. No, they cannot. Because the talent is given by God. It is unique. Right? So imagine what if I got the job on 2016 itself for to be the global medical director for all nations and also ambassador for all nations, to be a medical chief doctor, to lead the medical services, to lead the Medicaid design solutions. How much of humans' lives would have been saved, right, with my design solutions alone. So they destroyed those hard labor on purpose. That itself is a crime. And who provided the crime? See, on the crime level, out of President Trump or the Republican GOP leader, the crime is highest only for the Republican GOP leader, Mitch McConnell. He provided the roadblock. He never, if he would have allowed me to be the Medicare director, then in the past 4 years alone, I would have solved a lot more of, fixed all those broken services. But they did not provide me any pathways, right? That is wrong. On the other end, on the tit for tat mode, I already said, I can, as a tit for, they should not think that, people will not do anything like that just because they are having power and power, they can abuse the power. No, right? I can ask, just have him be in unemployed mode, throw him on the road, let him stay, let him know what is poverty, let him taste the poverty, let Republican GOP leader eat and digest poverty for a while as a discipline process. That is a tit for tat, but I do not want to do that, right? I just do not, because these foolish leprosy patients, richest people, they will die the very moment they are put on the poverty mode. Got it? That is the severity of the disability. So their brains are not working. And why on the earth the USA even having that disabled, mentally disordered and leprosy patient Mitch McConnell as a leader? Does USA have any common sense or lost their mind? For how long this Mitch McConnell is creating hell after hell after hell, and all classified as a domestic violence mode. So even President Trump at fault mode is only innocent, right? Because he is not a lawyer, he's never been a lawmaker, he's just a entertainment show maker. That's all he is all about, right? So he was there forever, this Mitch McConnell, in his whole entire life. And why on the earth he never even bothered to fix the robocall? But he only created the robocall to me. What did I do to those Republican government, and why on the earth they want to create the hell for me and poverty for me? Because this foolish leprosy infected Mitch McConnell, the Republican GOP leader, he did not wanted me to be the Supreme Judge. Why? I already said the foolish people do not like wisdom, right? So he feared, what if this wisest lady, Vethapriya, becomes Supreme Judge? What if the population becomes wisest? He does not wanted that, right? He wanted the population to be fools, population to be always choosing the unhealthy choice like that. So he wanted to appoint only that extremely found guilty in all counts, that he's not fit to be a lawyer, judge, but it is Mitch McConnell who chose that at fault Brett Kavanaugh. And I would say even President Trump would not have even wanted that person as a judge, because I already said that's a proof, right? Presidential alert in the text messages in the mobile phones, out of nowhere, after all the 500 years, was only provided only on October 2018. It itself says it all, why and how people, that Republican government never wanted me to be the Supreme Judge. And they wanted to create a havoc. Right? That's a proof. So out of all this scandal, President Trump is also made to look at fault only. But behind the scenes, who are the true criminals after all? It is Brett Kavanaugh. Because I got that robocall only from US Cellular in the Washington DC in the Supreme Court office block. I figured it out. And then Mitch McConnell only helped that scandal to happen. And they all get paid in that entire call life cycle. The people who provide the robocall service providers, right? They are getting paid for that. So that means Mitch McConnell has to hire the robocall service providers. And who are those people? Like drug dealers, they do not have any clue what they're doing, right? So they're getting exploited only for their poverty level. These big Monsanto, Pfizer's, hospital like St. Jude or St. Mary's, they only go after all the poverty population and they throw the cocaine, which heroin and opiums, which are used only on the surgical procedures, right? Those drugs, the steroids like morphine, etc., they all are very highly used only for the medical surgical purposes. But they want to make a side business. They want to make a passive income. So they go after all the poverty people who do not have any basic education, and they throw the money and then they make them as a drug dealer. How innocent are fallen in trap. Similarly, this Mitch McConnell, the foolish leprosy patient, like he's extremely cunning, right? Absolute communist, absolute paganist, right? He goes and hires after the robocall service providers and he throws them a lot of dollars for them. Luxury. The requirement will be just provide robocall services and fool the civilians, take away money from them and then get paid. And the paid will be, Mitch McConnell will pay it. So nobody will ask him any questions because he is a Republican GOP leader. Can you all see how the crime itself became legalized? Nobody can ask nobody. And who? So people think, okay, these robocall service providers are the only ones like the drug dealers. But who are the real criminals behind the scenes? It is this government itself. Mitch McConnell provided that robocall after all. Does he have any shame? Is he human? Is he human after all? Either he should say he knows what is Holy Bible, or he should say he don't know what is Holy Bible. Either ways, I'm winning the case, right? Either he should say being a Republican, he knows what is conservative values, or being a Republican, he should say he has never ever heard about the conservative values. I'm winning the case. Being a citizen of USA, he should know what is citizen. Usage of citizen, how the citizen should be accountable and responsible to take care of the national operations. Or he should say he's never heard of the word citizen itself is like an alien word to him. Either ways, I'm winning the case. Either Mitch McConnell should know, tell that he knows what is Holy Bible. Or Mitch McConnell should say he has never heard of Holy Bible book in his entire life. Either ways, I'm winning the case, right? Is he a human? See, I can do that. Say, I can, for civil justice, I can ask the same tit for tat to create the same emotional torture to him. But I do not want to do that, my dear fellow mankind. That is never a civil justice. That is never a civil justice. So I will sign up, I will get civil justice my way. I want Mitch McConnell to write a check for tax-free $4,500. And in that write-up, it should be written that, yes, I am Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell only created the robocall poverty mandate Holocaust Nazism for innocent Vethapriya, PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil judge, true civil doctor, and enforced finance debt to be accumulated or to be same for the 3 long years since October 2018, 2019, right, 2020. As of today, it is $10,210.38. What would he have done? What would Mitch McConnell, the GOP leader, would have done if he was thrown in that kind of a finance stress? What he would have done? He would have died, right, or in a heart attack. When all his bank accounts freeze, he does not have any funds in his bank account to pay for his bills. What would Mitch McConnell would have done? So can you all see how pathetic the USA nation is in as of today? Why on the earth allowing a deadliest wild endangered species leprosy infected Mitch McConnell to be even a Republican GOP leader who destroyed every single operation of Republica at the first place? So what are the crime Mitch McConnell created? Breach of duty. Mitch McConnell created intentional infliction and emotional distress for me. Mitch McConnell created, the Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell created causation and injury. I am in finance debt. I am not able to move forward. I am unemployed. And each of the government agencies is broken because of Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell educated, nobody should help me. When he alone has got a lifetime job. Even after coffin, even after death, he will be getting paycheck. So everybody wanted to safeguard their own banking account. They want to safeguard that their monthly expenses are being met. They want to make sure that they are having a affordable housing, comfortable mode. But he never even thought that by mandating and taking away $4,500 from me alone will create emotional torture for me, trauma for me. For 3 long years, I'm still paying only minimum due, my dear fellow mankind. What kind of a hell he put me through? And what did I do? Nothing. Just for only one reason. The Republican government of USA, they do not want me to be Supreme Judge of USA. Because the wisest judge will lead the population in the wisest way. They do not want that to happen. And just because of that, he created poverty for me. Who is going to pay for the damages? If Pope Francis was asking them to create hell, what should this Republican GOP leader should have done? Just slapped on the face of the Pope Francis, right? But he never did that because he's a slave and a puppet. It's proved, right? So what more of the charges crime is accountable for? Mitch McConnell. The Republican GOP leader, Mitch McConnell, is a domestic violent, wild endangered species, human endangerment, financial poverty endangerment, right? Because he only creates poverty. He enjoys suffering, he enjoys the sufferings of fellow mankind, right? Is he human after all? You all tell me. You all keep your God-given hands on your heart and tell me, is Mitch McConnell a human or not? Does he have blood, at least color in red? I don't know. I don't think so. It is not only me, my fellow mankind. How many of civilians same like me would have gone through this kind of a torture and they are not able to talk? Because when people are innocent, when they don't know what exactly is going on, they cannot talk. I am talking because I have all the proof. I am standing in front of all the population who became victims of abuse because of this robo-called poverty population. How many civilians would have died out of heart attack when they lost that hard-earned money? God gave me the strength and I'm still living. It's enough for a testimony, right? So this Mitch McConnell, the foolish leprosy-infected Republican GOP leader, was thinking he can get away free when making all hell after hell after hell for people. No, he should by now know that yes, true God of true Christianity is indeed true God, right? Because God is always God, my dear fellow mankind. People can never ever fool true God only, always forever, always. That is why he created, the Mitch McConnell created hell for me and also made me to lose my rightful job. Kavanaugh even does not have any eligibility to be the judge after all. He is a deadliest wild endangered species. He's a domestic violence patient and he got the job. He stole my job. And Mitch McConnell provided that pathway, and that it's a crime. Right? And he provided assaultant type. That's called, comes under the umbrella of assaultant types. That comes under the umbrella of false imprisonment types. That comes under the umbrella of trespass to land types, trespass to chattels types. Can you all see how much of crime this Mitch McConnell has done, and he's still living free, tax-free? And a filthy richest person in the earth never knows there is a word called poverty. For him to understand poverty, what would you all do? You all will do only tit for tat. I already said. I have the option to provide the tit for tat and ask USA government as that for the civil justice. But I don't want that route. I want Mitch McConnell to live free and sign $4,500 direct deposit in my bank. Period. That's all. Simplest civil justice served. He can stand upside down. He can roll over on the road. Or he can say he does not want to be a GOP leader anymore. He wants to go back to his hometown, Kentucky or whatever. I can ask the USA government to lay him off right now. Fire him. Just fire him. He do not have any birthright to destroy the Republican government operations. He destroyed it. To destroy a government operation is the deadliest crime, and he created that crime. Yes, that is another person who is on the line. You all aware of it. Yes, it is Democrat GOP leader Schumer too. Nobody can escape the judgment services process. Everybody is brought into the law of court. So you all aware today that it is Mitch McConnell who, and along with other Republicans, they only created robocall, a poverty mandate for me to be enforced, to be in the finance debt now. Who is going to pay for those damages? How much can Mitch McConnell take back my tears or the scars or the emotional torture and the trauma I went through? Can he share it? No, right? He will just back off because nobody will love to share the pain. Everybody will be absolutely willing to share the happiness because that creates happiness. Okay, I will go ahead with the civil justice sign off. Okay, it is civil republic government in the year time frame 2016 to 2020. Republic GOP leader Mitch McConnell, the hell creator, the Holocaust Nazism creator, the puppet, the slave of Pope Francis, the Roman province Jesuits, satanic organizations in all 50 states in USA, and also the leader of Republican government party, destroyed the Republican government operations by mandating and creating robocall poverty mandate, finance debt mandate, Holocaust Nazism in the year of October 2018 to I, innocent, Vethapriya, PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge. It is because the Republican GOP leader wanted to sign the Supreme Judge to the at-fault, the deadliest domestic violent, wild endangered, law endangered species, Brett Kavanaugh. Just to sign the job offer to him, this Mitch McConnell ordered that robocall mandate for me. So that is a crime. And I sure will get civil justice my way. Who is Mitch McConnell to create hell for me? Or a poverty mandate for me, right? So I will get civil justice my way, right? And it is all according to the Holy Bible guidelines. So either USA or the Republican government should say they know what is Holy Bible, or they should say they don't know what is Holy Bible. Either way, I'm winning the case. I want civil justice. I just cannot live in this kind of emotional torture with the finance debt, enforced injustice on me, right? And when I was only helping both the Republican admin and both the Democrat admin only. When I was providing only healthiest help, I was guiding wisdom, and I was helping all the people to walk only in the wisdom ways. And is that the credit that the foolish leprosy infected Mitch McConnell can provide for me? Even the salary was not provided for me when they want to steal my design solution for the rewrite Medicaid and Medicare process. That's the proof. American Healthcare Act. What would you all have done? Or what would this foolish, cunning, absolute, paganist, atheist, this Mitch McConnell would have done, the Satan hell creator would have done? He talks sweet as always, right? Everybody likes his talk. He talks only sweetest. How cunning he is, how cunning absolute he is. And in all the scandal, President Trump is displayed as innocent. Can you all see how the innocence is displayed? So during that year, it is the Republican GOP leader who created the robocall poverty mandate for me. Okay, so civil justice must be signed off. So I also proved, and it is a Republican GOP leader, Mitch McConnell, created deadliest crime by signing off Supreme Judge job offer to at fault found guilty domestic violent human endangered law endangered species Brett Kavanaugh in October 2018, and because of that only Mitch McConnell ordered the robocall poverty mandate for me, because he never wanted me, the wisest woman, to be the Supreme Judge, because the Republicans are very foolish, right? So they never wanted the government or the nations to be guided in the wisest ways. That is the only reason. Abuse of power. Can you see how he abused the power, and that comes under the category of breach of duty. How shameless can be he there? He's shameless because no matter what, he's getting salary, paycheck, right? So he's shamelessly. It's okay. He enjoys the sufferings of fellow mankind. He's a sadistic. He's an absolute sadistic patient. Narcissist patient, self-centered patient. And why on the earth mentally disordered patient is provided as a Republican GOP leader? For that crime, USA have to pay me another $1 billion. He's foolish. Why would foolish be a leader in the USA government and create hell for me? I said I do not like any fools. And who is USA to allow the foolish to live in the earth? Who gave that authority? Why? Because Pope Francis wanted all the foolish people only to be in the government. Got it? It's all a chain reaction. Then, so as of today, Republican government is Holocaust Nazism organization, hell creators, poverty creators is proved because Republican government created robocall poverty mandate, finance disability mandate, Holocaust Nazism with fatal negligence of USA. So Republican government is a Holocaust Nazism organization, hell creators, poverty creators is proved because Republican government created robocall poverty mandate, finance disability mandate, Holocaust Nazism with fatal negligence of USA is proved. By whom? I am that I am, Vethapriya, PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil daughter, true civil Supreme Judge. So I, Vethapriya, PROSE, proved all the scandal to the USA government. Now it is USA government's accountability, responsibility to pay me the salary, to pay off my debt in full, and sign off the job offer. Just sign off the job offer to me, right? But that Supreme have Brett Kavanaugh resign immediately. He is never fit to be that job. That itself is a crime. And then the civil justices, Citibank CEO. Citibank CEO must pay off debt of my debt in full, as in $10,210.38 immediately, and must direct deposit tax-free $4,500 to my bank account in less than 1 second. And then Republican government for the year 2016 to 2020, USA Republican GOP leader Mitch McConnell of USA should sign off $4,500 tax-free direct deposit to my bank account in next 1 second. And Pope Francis signs of tax-free $1 billion direct deposit to my bank account. And I, Vethapriya, PROSE, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, native Indian tribe, Israelite tribe, Christian Jew, of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, true owner of USA, should be interim leader of USA effective now, and President Joe Biden resigns immediately. And I, Vethapriya, should be supreme chief judge of USA and all nations. And I, Vethapriya, should be the family law supreme civil judge for all nations now. And United States of America should pay tax-free $50,000 trillion to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide daily forever, for it is United States of America only with the fatal negligence created deadliest robocall poverty mandate hell holocaust nazism crime, and it is the deadliest crime, zero tolerance crime. Who is USA to create poverty for the fellow mankind? So this is the civil justice sign off right now, and you all are aware that we are all on the same page. Nobody can escape the judge process, right? And it is all according to the Holy Bible guidelines I'm providing. Okay, so we are all in the same page on that. Yes, be happy that the evil forces will be gone in ashes. Okay, thank you all for your time. And yes, I want GOP leader Mitch McConnell to live free, but just write the check for $4,500 direct deposit to my bank account. Right, before creating that robocall, the Mitch MCCONNEL should have thought, oh no, what if the same robocall was created to me, Mitch MCCONNEL, how I would have undergone the emotional trauma. Like that he should have thought, right? Then that would have guided him in the rightful pathway. But he never thought. He's a sadistic. So then there needs to be a discipline provided in the healthiest process. He should sign off $4,500 tax-free check to direct deposit to my bank account. That is the civil justice served to me. Okay. So thank you all for your time. And one more time, Pope Francis must resign now, and I should be the Vatican leader immediately. Okay. Thank you all for your time. Bye now.